Today's topic is reading and making maps. Okay, already you know what is the meaning of map. Map is a representation of the Earth's surface. Okay, map is a representation of Earth surface. Okay, it is not a real. It won't show the real features of the land surface. We use maps to explain a different information, okay, with the help of maps. Okay, we are having different maps for different purpose. So nowadays people are using widely maps for different purposes. Here you can see this maps on the basis of scale, okay, large scale maps, cadastral maps. So this will explain the features of the land records. Okay. Next, topographical maps. So these are also explain the Earth surface. Next, small scale maps, wall maps, and atlas maps. Wall maps means we can hang these maps on the wall to explain, to observe that. Next, atlas, already you know, book is called a atlas, which is explained about the maps. So atlas is also called the collection of maps is called atlas. You can see all type of maps, even continental maps, India map, Indian different features of India map, world maps. Okay. Next, on the basis of functions, physical maps, relief maps, already you know relief features, like the landmass is not same everywhere, so it differs from one place to another place, like plateaus, deserts, valleys, mountains, okay, river basins, like this. So the landmass on in the world are not same everywhere. It differs from one place to another. That is called relief features. It explains about the relief features. Next, geological maps, climate maps. Climate maps explain about the climate of our country or any place. Okay. Next, soil maps. Different. It explain about the different soils in different countries and different places. Next, cultural maps, political maps, population maps, economic maps, transportation map, like this. For different purpose, we are using uh, uh, different maps. Clear? So, what are the uses of maps? Already you know that maps are using widely for every purpose at present. Once upon a time, maps were used only for direction or for to reach the destination with the help of maps. So slowly they started using maps in different ways. Okay, like that. So nowadays we are using maps for every purpose to explain everything, even about population, where the schools are located in our state or in our country, where it is lacking, okay, and about soils, about forest, okay, about climate, even about rainfall, okay, and to show the lands, empty lands. For every purpose, we are nowadays we are using maps, not only explaining to these information. These are using in the army also, in for different purpose. Clear? So how the maps are evaluated, that is more important. There is a there is a big history there behind the maps. Okay, so first of all, the maps were prepared by Sumerians, present Iraq, about 400 years ago. So, what was the need to prepare the maps at the time? So, actually, Sumerians, to maintain the record about the land, they started preparing maps. At the time, the temples owned large tracts of lands. So already you know that at the time kings were also presented so many valuable assets to temples to maintain their regular activities. So for that purpose, to maintain the records of the lands, they started preparing sketch map in the beginning by the Sumerians. Okay, to maintain the account of the lands, account of income which is generating from that lands. So for that purpose, they try to keep records or keep the map. Okay, so they prepared maps on clay tablets. Means clay tablets means with the help of clay, they prepared a small block and they drawn that information. They were drawn the information on the clay tablets. So at the time, already know, no paper, no technology, and all those. Even they don't know about pen. That's why they used this type of material. What was available at the time. Okay, and Babylonians. After that, first of all, Sumerian started preparing maps. Later, Babylonians also started the preparing world map after some years later. Okay, some years later they started preparing world map. So about 2000 years ago, okay, they tried to prepare the world map. Okay, we can see here the pictures. Yes, this one was the map which is prepared by the Babylonians. Okay, so they imagine that world as a round disk. Round disk. So they don't know about the earth at the time. Okay, what they, because of their travelings. So when they traveled one way, so they reached the same place again. That's why they thought that the earth is a round plate. So next, disk. So they showed inner circle or in the middle their own country. Okay, and they drawn the places around that country. Why? Because why they showed their country in the middle of that map. So they traveled all sides from their country. So that's why they thought that those country was in the middle of the world. Okay, so and they showed different circles, inner circles and outer circles. In that circles, they showed different cities or oceans, like that. And in the same time, Greek geographers like Anaximander and Epictetus of Miletus, now in Turkey, and Herodotus also prepared world maps by arranging places from east to west and north to south. It is another development. So previously, our map makers, they showed their country in the middle and they arranged their different places around those country according to their knowledge. But the Greek people arranged map in a order. Okay, arranging places from east to west and north to south. So those those ideas also, their ideas also similar to the Babylonians. So these people also thought that their country was in the middle. Okay, and total landmass is surrounded by water or river. So how they prepared this? Okay, with the help of their travelings. So you can see here, this is the map which is prepared by Greeks. Okay, so usually they traveled widespread, okay, to find the new places or for trade and for that purpose. So at the time of travelings, they maintained the record, okay, the information of the different places. So, and even they maintained the record what they heard from other people, and what they heard from the historians. Okay, so they those descriptions they recorded, and with the help of those descriptions they tried to prepare the world map, and they arranged the places from east to west to east, north to south in a order. So even though these people also showed their country in the middle of the world map. Okay, so next, um, these people showed the Greece in the middle. Okay, and another development in this world map is, so they showed three continents: Europe, Africa, and Asia. So not full, they were not shown full continent of Europe, Africa, and Asia. They showed Europe almost full, and next north part of the Africa, and even some west part of the Asia. They thought that only three continents were there. They don't know about another continents. Why? Because of limited sources, they traveled a limited area only. Okay, they don't know interior parts of the countries and continents. That's why they showed India, part of India showed very little. Okay, that's why they don't know about the interior part of any continent or any country. Okay, so like that they prepared the world map. So why these people prepared the world maps? So they want to conquer the world. They want to do trade with all the countries in the world. For that purpose, they started preparing world map. Already we have discussed that Babylonians started sketch maps to maintain the records. Okay, and at the same times, another people also started world maps. Okay, Greek people, and these people also prepared maps to conquer the different places in the world, and to do trade with other countries. Okay, next, yeah, like that, so many people prepared world maps at the time. Example, Alexander, the Greek king, tried to conquer the whole world. He came to our India also, okay, to conquer our Asian continents. Okay, so even Roman traders at the time established their trade points in our country, around near the coastal plains of our country also. Like that, people started thinking and preparing world maps. So these all prepared world map on the clay tablets only. So those were not exist now. Okay, because of lack of durability. So those all the maps were destroyed. Even they prepared new maps again and again. So to help sailors so who are traveling on oceans to reach the new places. Those are called sailors. So these maps should be accurate. So why? Because if those are not accurate, the sailors may reach another place. So that's why they prepared. The Greek people tried to prepare the accurate maps with the help of longitudes and latitudes. So again, another improvement you can observe that previously the Greek people arranged the places from west to east, north to south. So that next, these people used longitudes and latitudes. So how they prepared longitudes and latitudes, that is more important. So they prepared, they tried to find out a set of places when they were traveling, okay, and when they visited that places, so they found that they tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time. So it is very difficult. So it took thousands of years to observe this information. Okay, so what they did, they tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time. They were joined with a line from the north to south, north pole to south pole, or north to south. This was the meridian, known line or longitudes. So like that, longitudes are drawn. So the longitudes are drawn. So where the places occurred midday at the same time, those places are joined from north to south. So we are calling those lines are longitudes. Okay, like that. And they also tried to draw latitudes by joining places which had equal length of shadow at noon. Okay, so where the places are having same length of shadow in the noon, so those places are so joined horizontally. So those are called latitudes. Okay, with the help of these two kinds of lines, so they draw a grid on the map and located all places from east to west and north to south along these lines. So now nowadays these are utilizing, these lines are using to locate places. Okay, even on the oceans and even the deserts and ice, in the ice deserts, anywhere we are using these longitudes and latitudes to locate the places, to identify the places. Okay, so these are helping us more. Okay, so to prepare longitudes and latitudes, so it took about 2000 years. So many generations worked on this. So many generations passed their information, one generation to another generations. So like that, finally, after 200 years, so they achieved to prepare longitudes and latitudes. So these are very useful for travelers, and sailors could reach the destination, their exact destination. Okay, next, like this, the history of maps. Okay, in the beginning they prepared maps for maintaining the records. Later some people tried to prepare the world map. They arranged places in a order, and later some people tried to prepare world map by showing the continents, and they showed their country in the middle of the map. So to conquer the world, or to maintain relation, to do the trade with other countries, they try to prepare the maps. So remaining part we will discuss in the next class. Clear?